Ho, 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 ho. Open up your door. I'm Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something to show. I came to bring some Christmas spirit. I got a big bag now. Guess what's in it?
Fired the end zone. Intercepted. Rudy Ford.
Anytime you're taking points away from the opposition, that's big time.
Prescott looks, steps, throws it over the middle. Intercepted again.
To be able to trigger on those two picks, and we converted both those into points. So those were two just really great plays by Rudy.
Green Bay's defense will have its hands full Thursday night against two-time NFL rushing champion Derrick Henry. Number 22 is a one-of-one back. At 6'3", 250, Henry makes roadkill out of would-be tacklers. Not to mention, the All-Pro has 4.5 speed, powering him to 9 scores and more than 900 yards through the first 9 games.
Derrick Henry making a cut inside the 5 and in for the touchdown.
This guy is the most unique just because not only the things that he can do with the ball in his hands, but simply how big he is. You know, he literally looks like Preston Smith when, you know, he breaks the huddle. It puts him in a complete class by himself. So got to have a tackling plan going up against this guy. And then on a short week, it's another challenge. But heck of a back, it's going to be a big challenge for us.
Meanwhile, the Packers' offense is heating up, eclipsing 200 rushing yards for the 3rd time this year. That's the most in the Matt LaFleur era in a single season. Aaron Rodgers is coming off an electric performance, carrying confidence and a strong Thursday night track record into this primetime clash.
Tennessee's a good football team, well coached, run similar offense. Obviously, got one of the top backs in the league, very stout defense. But I saw the weather report. It's supposed to be in the 20s. And I always like our chances when it's in the 20s.
Do I feel good enough to play on Thursday? This is a really tough league, and you know I'm obviously coming off of a significant injury, and we got a 7-game season, and I'm preparing myself to continue to push today and tomorrow. Obviously, it's a little difficult because I haven't practiced in 4 weeks. And we have a short week, and we just have walkthroughs this week. So we'll see as we go day to day how it goes, and leave that decision up to upstairs.
Without practice, is there a lot of wondering if you're really ready without able to get out at a full speed practice before Thursday to know?
For who? Wondering for who?
For you.
For me, no. I try to go out there with my leg off if I could. I go out there with one leg and one arm if I could. But you know, we'll see. You know, there's a lot of decisions that has to be made, so we'll see.
How's it felt?
If you're ready, right? I mean, once you go out and if you know, go full throttle, you would know if you're ready, right? I mean, given how you know your body.
Yeah, I know my body pretty well. Yeah.
You've been living in it for a couple of years, right?
Yeah. I think this is my. Yeah, let's not put any numbers out. Y'all age people out.
You know, when we were running routes before the Detroit game, was that that's part of your rehab, obviously, but was that when you were starting to know you were getting close? Or
well, I was in a boot in Buffalo. I guess you saw me in Detroit. So I'm making progress, and we're just taking it a day at a time. Obviously, I haven't ran anything with a defender in front of me, in a full offensive scheme. I have a lot of respect for this game, and I'm not going to put a product out there that's not up to par with how it should be played in this league. So I'm doing everything that I can to prepare myself. Obviously, like I said, a short week. Being on IR, you're not allowed to practice. I couldn't even take my helmet down to practice, so it's just different things that, you have to get back used to, and I'm going to do everything I can in my power to prepare myself to play when that time's ready.
I know tough decisions have to be made, but just for how well you know Amari as a person, how tough was that today? What was your reaction to that?
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit last night. It was very unfortunate, but that's the business that we're in. I love the kid. He's a great kid. He goes about things the right way. He prepares the right way. He puts in the extra work. But this is a production-based business, and unfortunately, things happen in the business. And I wish him well, and I hope whatever opportunity comes following or wherever life takes him, that he continues to press and be the best version of himself. And that was my message that I echoed to him last night is I know who you are as a man. I know who you are as a person. I know what kind of player you can be. So continue to push yourself and build your confidence. Whatever you got to do to build your confidence and get back to being the player that I know that you are. I hope you can find that.
So Maury called this a wake-up call. Is this a unifying thing for the wide receiver room?
What is a wake-up call?
Rodgers getting cut.
I've been in this league for 12 years, and I've seen a lot of things. I've probably played with 100 receivers in my 12 years. That's just the nature of this business. It may be a wake-up call for him being a rookie, but this is a man's league, and you got to understand that. You got to perform, and you're being evaluated every single day. Everything that you do is being watched by someone. So that's just how I go about my business, and I try to echo that message to them. But hopefully, if that is a wake-up call for him, maybe he'll understand the importance that every day and every moment is.
You've been a part of a lot of different types of seasons as a rookie. Such a great win-loss record. You've been a part of the run the table in 2016. You've been a part of teams that are expected to do great things and teams where it doesn't happen. How's this locker room at this juncture of the season feel compared to maybe the run the table year and some others you've been a part of?
I think Sunday was an indication of the resilience that we have, the type of guys that we have in this locker room, because that could have easily went the other way at any point in that game. Obviously been down 14 in the fourth quarter. It could have went the other way. Guys could have laid down and started talking about off season and start worrying about me. Coaches start, things can go very south very fast in this league. And you didn't see that. You saw a bunch of guys that stick together and respect the net man next to them to continue to put in everything that they could to find a way to win the game. And luckily we were able to come out on top. And, we got to keep it going now. We got to find a way to get another one and continue to build off of that last win.
Have you ever seen Matt LaFleur get emotional like that? Because he was pretty choked up, it looked like, in the locker room, and he also was at the podium talking to us.
Yeah, he got a little tea every now and then. He'll get a little emotional, but I can't say anything because I'm pretty emotional myself. But no, it was great to see, and I think it reminds everybody that we feed off each other, and we're here for each other. Like, yes, I'm an independent contractor, but we are building something together as a team, and we've been doing that for a while now. And it goes way beyond just about one person. It's not about one person. This game, what I love about it is any given play, it takes one person that can mess up a play, but at the same time, it allows us all to understand that Aaron can't throw for 300 yards by himself without an offensive line. The offensive line, they don't get credit for a whole lot of things, but they go out there every single snap, and they're doing everything they possibly can to put us in the best position and not getting any praise, any glory, just doing their job. And us as receivers, like, you got to be able to fill in voids and do different things. This whole game is built off of togetherness, and it's very strategic. Offense, defense, special teams, and when it all meshes together and the synergy comes together, you'll get an outcome like you got this past Sunday.
Randall,
You've had a different perspective on the offense for the last 4 weeks watching it from the sideline. What you saw on Sunday with Christian's impact, the line playing together all the snaps, running the ball the way you guys did, being under center for the quarterback more than in shotgun. Do you think that could be the start of what you guys want this offense to do, especially if you're able to be a part of it moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, this is a production-based league, and what are we doing to produce and how are we gaining yards and how were we putting up points. We saw it done in different ways this past week, and we have to build on the success that we've had in that game and the success that we've had throughout the season with some of the play calls that we've had, and continue to mesh that together in this offense and create something special.
Randall, football's a physical game. With that in mind, fill in the blank. Thursday night football is blank.
That's all I got for you. But I haven't played in a while, so we'll see.
Christian gave you credit for, he said there's been a few ups and downs for him mentally when he was going through the injuries and stuff. He said you've been in his ear the whole time. How important is that for you to, with where you are in your career, to be able to take those young guys and keep them positive?
It's just a mindset. I've been down that slope. I've had the wrong thoughts, and being able to have some people around you that continues to uplift you and encourage you and be optimistic and know that you're gonna get another opportunity. After he had that first drop in the game, I went up to him and said, he's coming back to you. Like, he's coming back to you. Make the next one. And he went out there and had 3 touchdowns. So, like, I commend him for continuing to press forward and find a way to make a play.
Everybody, you know the drill. 3 guys with 3 things. Mike, you are up.
Well, Larry, the Packers ran the ball really well against the Dallas Cowboys. This week, the Tennessee Titans rush defense is coming into Lambeau Field, ranked number 2 in the league, only 85 rushing yards per game. But it's actually even better than that, because back in week 1, Saquon Barkley and the Giants ran all over the Titans, 238 rushing yards. Since week 1, Tennessee has allowed 59 yards per game on the ground. The Packers have 3 200-yard rushing games this season, 2 of them in the last 3 weeks. This is the challenge of all challenges.
Wes, you are up.
Well, for me, Larry, it's Randall Cobb, and obviously these are some truncated practices with the shortened week, but the Packers were able to get him back in some capacity on Tuesday. Now, we'll see whether or not he's in the cards for Thursday night or not, but the fact that Randall Cobb was able to come back this season, for how scary that looked last month, I think is a major win for this team. He gives you a third down threat. He gives you a guy that obviously has a big rapport with Aaron Rodgers, and certainly someone that could factor into the punt return equation as well. Good to see Randall Cobb back out there.
Guys, fun with numbers. Derrick Henry is 6'3", 247. He has over 200 carries for over 900 yards. However, he is coming off a game against the Denver Broncos where he had 19 carries for 53 yards, and that's 2.8 yards per carry. So if you do things right, Derrick Henry can be controlled. I think the key is stopping him early and not letting him get up ahead of steam. And that is 3 guys with 3 things. See you next time.
Jingle, jingle, jingle for the pope. Don't take us for granted, 'cause you may never know